영상이 시작되기 전에 먼저 등장할 5개의 문장을 보여드릴게요. 빈칸에 들어갈 표현을 유추해보세요. 단어 하나하나를 직역하지 않고 전체 의미에 맞게 의역하고자 노력합니다. 그게 바로 영어식 사고의 출발이에요. 그럼 시작해볼까요?
Mundane stuff like password resets. Allocating a laptop. Underscored the need for remote automation. It's a very tight strategic relationship. Addressing pain points like quote management.
All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're unpacking a fascinating company. You know, it might not be a household name everywhere, but it's a real heavyweight, especially in the US. Valuation close to $300 billion. We're talking about ServiceNow.
Yeah, it's a big one. And our mission for you today really is to get how ServiceNow went from, a pretty straightforward IT support tool to what people are now calling the AI-driven operating system for enterprises.
An AI operating system.
Exactly. What's so interesting is not just how it boosts efficiency for businesses, but really why it's landed smack bang in the middle of this whole AI revolution. It's actually changing how companies work fundamentally.
Okay, so let's unpack that journey. It started, 2004, helping IT departments with pretty mundane stuff like password resets, right?
Right.
But where did it get really interesting? How did it jump from that to, everything else?
Well, that's the core of it. They moved pretty quickly beyond just IT service management, ITSM, to automating workflows right across the business. Think HR, customer service, sales. And here's the key difference. Unlike traditional systems, maybe like SAP or Oracle, which mostly just store data, ServiceNow calls itself a system of action.
A system of action. What does that mean in practice?
So think about onboarding a new employee, getting their account set up, allocating a laptop, setting permissions.
Right, which can be a total nightmare coordinating different departments.
Exactly. ServiceNow automates all of that from a single request. It doesn't just save time. Strategically, it makes it really hard and expensive for companies to switch away. It kind of builds this iron cage of efficiency around them. Very sticky.
That makes sense. You get embedded. And that momentum, it really picked up around 2019, right? When Bill McDermott came over from SAP.
Yeah, huge move. He saw the potential and really shifted the company's focus towards AI-powered business transformation. And then, the pandemic hit in 2020.
Which just accelerated everything remote.
Totally. Underscored the need for remote automation. So now AI is really the core growth engine. They even partnered with NVIDIA.
NVIDIA? Wow, okay.
Yeah, they co-developed something called Nemotron. It's basically a smart AI model that can understand text and visuals.
Right.
So think about it wading through all that messy corporate data, PDFs, spreadsheets, emails.
Stuff no one wants to touch.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it pulls out insights. The idea is AI acting like a real teammate, automating work. And what's really crucial is how much they rely on each other. ServiceNow runs on NVIDIA tech. And NVIDIA actually uses ServiceNow to manage its own operations. It's a very tight strategic relationship.
Okay, that's a powerful loop. So bringing it all together, what are ServiceNow's biggest strengths right now? Where does it really shine?
I'd say its main strength is being this single unified platform, built that way from the start so it avoids the sort of patchwork complexity you see with some older systems.
Right, less duct tape holding things together.
Exactly. And its AI isn't just following orders. It's learning workflows, creating playbooks, improving things over time. Plus, and this is ambitious, is moving into CRM, customer relationship management.
Really? Taking on Salesforce, that seems bold. Salesforce is so dominant there.
It is bold. But they think their edge comes from integrating CRM deeply into those broader workflow automations we talked about, addressing pain points like, quote, management within that unified system, potentially offering something smoother than juggling multiple tools.
Interesting. So it sounds like a real juggernaut. But, every company faces challenges. what are the potential hurdles for ServiceNow?
Well, yeah, there are definitely things, the pricing, for one. It's per user, and that can get quite expensive, especially for smaller companies. It might limit how widely it gets adopted.
Okay, cost is a factor.
And the initial setup, the integration, that can be a long process, too. It's not a flick of a switch thing.
Right.
But look, the opportunity is just massive. Companies everywhere are pouring money into digital transformation, into AI.
And ServiceNow is right there.
Right at the center. And because it's a platform, every new feature they add just makes customers more dependent and opens up more ways to generate revenue.
So yeah, ServiceNow isn't maybe a brand you use at home, but it's exactly in that sweet spot where businesses are really willing to spend big for efficiency, for automation, for that AI transformation. They've got this stated goal, right? To triple revenue to $30 billion.
That's the target.
Which, if they hit it, could really make them the defining enterprise software company of this whole AI era.
Absolutely. And, this brings up a really important question for you, the listener, to think about. As AI gets woven deeper and deeper into how businesses actually run, how will platforms like ServiceNow reshape what we even mean by a company's nervous system? And maybe more importantly, what does that imply for us, for the human role in the future of work?
영어와 시사 경제 두 마리 토끼를 한 번에 잡는 알찬 시간 되셨다면 구독과 좋아요를 꾹 눌러주세요. 감사합니다.